construction in JVC is officially out of control, and there's no good way to tell you guys, more so just to show you what it really looks like when you live across from a construction site like I do at this point. Today I want to talk to you all about cost of living. How much should you budget if you plan to move to Dubai? Of course, JVC is just one neighborhood. There's plenty of other neighborhoods that you can choose from that have a lot less construction. So I'm going to talk to you about that again while I show you, for those of you that watched my first video and you saw me essentially walk through construction areas, that wasn't started in my first video. I'm also going to show you one area that's close to where I live that is completely finished. It looks really nice. It's really all about what you're looking for and what you're willing to spend. Let's go. Anywho, before I get into cost of living, let me just show you guys a little bit. If you're thinking about moving to JVC, you need to see, essentially what things look like right now in action. And even though this is my particular area of JVC where I live, it's like this in all of JVC, right? You'll have a bit of finished construction, a bit of ongoing construction. Don't think that if you're like, oh, I chose this apartment building, there's no construction going on around it. There will be. There will be. If you have an empty plot of land like this, 80% chance you're gonna have some construction. Oh, they've got these now. They didn't have these before. This is a nice little place for you to pick up your dog's mess, because I think people were just not doing it previously. That's one thing about Dubai, is these laws and regulations are evolving to keep the emirate more clean, more hygienic, and people just have to adjust. So if you're coming from a place where that's not really enforced, if you have a dog in Dubai, please clean up after your dog. So all right, so let me show you here behind me. Go back to my first video. I'll put the link in the description in the comments below. This was not complete, and now look at it. It's amazing. I'll flip it around to show you guys when I get to the other side of the street, but it's damn near done. So while the construction is annoying, there's also, wait a minute, I think the park I was gonna take you to is gone. Hold up. I was gonna bring you guys over here, but the park seems to be blocked. And while we're doing that, take a look at the building behind me. So this was under construction in my first video. As you can see now, it's totally built, just about. This is the reality, guys. Who cares about pricing? I can't even find the entrance to the park at this point. I'm lost in my own neighborhood. I think I found it over here. We got people sleeping in their cars. Oh man. First thing that you need to know is that when people ask me in the comments, when you guys say, how much for a family of 4? How much for a 2-bedroom? How much? Guys, you have to go to property websites. I'll put links in the description below, but you have to go and you have to look at specific properties, because there's such a huge variance. If I tell you in JVC, you can get a 2-bedroom apartment for anywhere from 100 to 120 dirhams a year, you can also find a 2-bedroom for 200,000 dirhams a year here. It's all about what your budget is and what you're willing to spend. These are JVC prices. I'm sure there are other places in Dubai that you can go and it will be much cheaper or much more expensive. Some people who live in Dubai are listening to this. 110,000 for a 2-bedroom, that's cheap. That's what they're thinking. That's cheap. And it is cheap, because like I told you before, I used to pay 220,000 when I had all 4 kids with me. My sons were living in Dubai. So it's just a matter of how you want to live, where you want to live. If you have a child who has allergies, do not move to JVC, because the construction has really impacted the air. And I would say that that's going to be pretty problematic. So while we're on the topic of rent, I would say another thing that you really have to watch out for, which creeps up on you, and it has crept up on me several times, is how much you spend on like discretionary income. So that means, let's say you've paid all of your bills, you've paid your rent, you've paid your utilities, you've paid everything that you need to pay for the month, and you have money left. It's discretionary. You can spend it on whatever. What do you end up spending it on? And how much do you spend? Your disposable income, rather. This is a problem, and I made a few videos about it, guys, but I don't think people really understand how lifestyle in Dubai, you just end up spending so much. And it's not even that you're trying to spend, oh, hold on. Hopefully I don't get hit by this guy. It's not even that you're trying to spend a whole bunch of money. It's just the reality that every time you want to do something, you're gonna pay. And like I said, when the weather is not, you know, whether it's too hot or whatever it is outside, usually too hot, you're gonna need to do something indoors, and anything indoors is gonna cost money. But this is lifestyle here. I mean, I guess the point is that you've just gotta do your research. You've gotta go to these property websites, take a look. You've got to look online for what different neighborhoods are like. If there are any neighborhoods that you guys want me to show you, that you want to see, make sure you put that in the comments. I'll be reading the comments for this video, and I just wish you the best. Some of you have reached out on LinkedIn and Instagram and everything with your comments. I really appreciate it. Keep those messages coming in. I love to hear from you. And let me know what you want to know about next. So until next time, take care.